Alright, there we go.
Alright, I'm ready.
Okay. You too. Good luck, have fun. Oh, I'll shuffle first.
Alright.
Alright, I have 8 basics.
That's a rough start. I have 3.
Okay. This is a tricky one, but I will let you go first. It's weird with this game. I almost think rolling more basics off the start is an advantage, because then you get to choose. Because the switch in the turn order is so critical.
I haven't played enough of 1.5 yet to know, like, if going second is ever worse. Like, I always feel like I want to go second round 1.
Yeah. Oh, I'll start the timer thing.
So small.
Okay.
Over to you.
I'll meditate. Transfer. Body inversion. Transmute magic. For a horse. Snake. And a wolf. I'll meditate once more, actually. Summon Majestic Titan for another horse. And then I'll play Summon Squall Stallion Book for a horse. Back to you. Play Summon Mist Spirits.
Good evening.
I'll summon in some mist spirits. Um, and then I'll meditate. Golden Veil.
Wait, I have to hurry. Okay.
Mm. Pay 2 dice, summon a Squall Stallion. So I'll draw 1 card from the book. And then I'll use its Torrent ability to put 1 card on the top of my deck and get a status token on it.
I'll attack with all 3 on your deck.
Okay. Mm. I'll block like that.
Alright. Ceratosaurus first.
Okay.
1 overkill from that.
Yep. 15.
Right. Overkill from that.
14.
And hatching.
Hmm. I won't counter with the Squall Stallion.
Oh, it has to counter since it's
Oh,
blocking.
you're right. My bad.
Yeah. Let's go. Okay.
Mm. I'll play Summon Majestic Titan Book. Dice, and then I'll torrent one card from the Squall Stallion.
Okay.
Since it's inexhaustible, I'll put it on the top of my deck.
I'll pass.
Spend 3 dice to bring in the Majestic Titan. And I'll Water Blast your Grave Knight with Aerodel.
And I get status on the chant. I'll summon lightning. James. Get a raptor hitter. Take one.
I'll attack with my Majestic Titan against James.
Take 3.
And no side.
Summon the raptor hitter. Chant at you for 1.
Okay, down to 13. I'll play Summon Blue Jaguar Book. And back to you.
I'll attack Aerodel for 4.
Okay, down to 9. I'll pass.
I pass as well.
Okay. Oops, I deleted my Squall Stallion accidentally.
Meditate. Ceratosaurus attacks Aragorn. Fire Archer for 1.
Oops, sorry, I forgot that I muted myself. So I used the Renew Majestic Titan ability, spent a dice, and discarded the spellbook to unexhaust the Titan. No side action.
Just thinking. And attack Gyarados.
Okay, I'll block with the Majestic Titan. I think, wouldn't you get the
That's
fire
me.
effort back to hand? Yeah.
Yep. Yep, my bad. And you took. Nope, you don't take the one over. Dang.
Okay. I'll play New Ideas. Spending a sympathy. Oh, sorry. So yeah, I spent sympathy die. Then choose one card in your hand and put it on the bottom.
Do you know what this is? Daddy, this is a present.
And then I draw 3 cards. And I'll play the Summon Majestic Titan book. I'll spend that basic dice.
Let the fire archer. One to you.
Okay, down to 7.
Side action, I'll chant you for 1.
Okay, down to 6. Sorry, kids are running rampant here. Yeah, I'll play Transmute Magic as a side action. On my sympathy die. And then I'll trade these 2 dice for Frog. Yep. And a Wolf. And then I'll turn down. Sorry, and then I'll turn down your Frog to a basic. And then I'll summon 2 Mist Spirits.
Please, James. Got it activated. And something like
Alright, I'll attack your Lightbringer with my Mist Spirit.
okay. Well, counter.
Yeah. And I'll torrent 1 to the top.
Clear activated. Meditate 3 times.
Alright, I'll use Aerodel ability to ping down your Raptor Hatchling. And I'll play a second copy of Summon Mist Spirits.
I'll do 1 to the Stallion. Attack with the fire action.
Okay, I'll take it. Down to 5.
Okay.
I'll pass.
Herder attacks the Spirit.
Okay, I will guard with Aerodel. Take 1. Down to 4.
I'll do 1 to the Titan.
Mm-hmm. Back to you.
Light Swordsman to attack the Spirit.
Nice. Yep. End turn, and that's GG. Actually, wait, let's see. Yeah, it's GG. I only have 1 Figures in the Fog in my deck. That's fun.
Yeah, even if you did have it, I had 7 damage coming at you. So
Yeah, there's 5 either way. For sure. Just for interest's sake.
Yeah, always worth looking.
Yeah, nothing useful.
I meditated to the final cry in the last round, but I was like, well, I'm not going to get there on bird this round, so we're just not going to use it.
Yeah.
That was one of the long decision points I had. I was like, final cry or just another body? Put out the body.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you had to use all your ceremonial or what, but I noticed that you were running low on ceremonial, so that made me feel a little bit safer. But yeah, it was just that's a cool combo at the beginning, first turn with the Lightbringer, and then the Raptor Herder at the very end of round.
Yeah, I really like that.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Stuff.
Yeah, I haven't seen that combo yet.
One thing I like about this that I've never gotten off is if I start with the Light Swordsman and then play the Herder, mount with the Ceratosaurus mount, they don't do anything because I only have 2 units, and then drop the Light Swordsman to attack with the buffed Raptor. But it just hasn't gone off yet.
Okay. I really like Light Swordsman as a card because, well, it's just interesting, right? You can play an attack right away, and it has for quick strike. But then there's also counterplay to it because it's a side action and it costs power side. So someone with illusion or like magic siphon or something, if they're anticipating it, there's some counterplay there. I've tried to play it in the past and I've got stuck like that against sort of illusion power dice where they know that I have it in my hand and they don't let me play it. But it's also cool that Accelerate's coming out. I think that will be pretty fun with the Light Swordsman.
Yeah, them and the Hoppers too, they're also coming out. They also come out as a side, so it's like a lot of things that'll just chain sides to get things out. That'll be cool.
Yeah. So I get 11 blood points. That's not too bad. I'm happy about that. I didn't know how I was going to deal with the Ceratosaurus. I tried against Bill to do like a seal with transfer play, and it just didn't work out. So I was happier with the route I took this game with. I put Mist Typhoon in my first 5, but just torrented it to the top so I could kind of guarantee it.
That's nice, though.
Yeah. And I have the option then to play it if I want the first turn as well and not get out a unit. And the Mist Spirits, they did stall for a while, but I think they just weren't quite efficient enough. Like, yeah, your deck with the burn from the Flash Archer and then Channer Revenge as well. Just put me over the top.
So. Yeah, and then a Lightbringer just like forcing one to attack really messed up the spirits.
Oh yeah, for sure, yeah. I figure I had to play Mist Spirits. Like, I don't always play them, but because of the Lightbringer, like, I had to play them. I guess the elephant attacking is fine, but I can't guarantee the elephant will survive. Because I know you had blood chains in your deck too, right?
Yeah. just drew one at the top of this round, but didn't have one previously.
Yeah.
Still unsure how I feel about Chant because like it's nice having that burn, but it like slows down like your board presence round 1, and then you just completely played around the second one round 2, so it didn't even get a status on it. So it's tough.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I don't know. I was scared to go late game against your deck as well, like, because basically I just stalled all game. But
Right.
like I guess the chant makes it so that late game you can grind it out if someone really.
Yeah, that's what I do like about it. It has some big units for early presence, and then late game it has a lot of burn with the Chant, the Final Cry, has the Overkill to rack some stuff up, and Fire Archers as well.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a very cool deck.
Thanks.
So, are you 3-2 now then in the
Yeah.
league? Cool. So you have a shot at making the top cut then. So if you do, then good luck for the rest of the tournament. If not, it'll be fun to watch the top 8 regardless, I think. I hope people record it and stuff, so. There's a lot of cool decks out there.
Mm-hmm. See if Matt wins this one too.
Yeah. Oh man, his deck was a headache to try to first 5 against. There's just so many there's so many routes he can take.
Oh my god, that's something I have never gotten that level to figuring out. It's like, here's my cards I want to start with the first 5. I never have like some extra cards I'm going to switch out too much. So I usually just put a standard one, but his is like, I'm going to not first 5 this, I can put this in instead. It's like so many different avenues, like you said. It's like, I can't think that way.
Yeah. Well, that and it takes a lot of time. Like, I find myself just going in circles deck building. Because I come up with a cool concept, and then it takes forever to figure out good first 5s, but then they're not actually that good. Like, they're not dice efficient or something. Like, there's so many different ways to think about the value of a card, right?
Right.
So.
Yeah, I feel like my deck's really dice hungry. Like, I run through it a lot, really quick. Like, even first round, like, I was low on dice and we still had a ton. Same with second round, it felt like, too. So it's like, yeah, dice efficiency is key. Just to, like, small things out.
Yeah, I did feel pretty good going out of round 1. But you were so far ahead on board on round 1 after the round, like I couldn't. So I had to spend 2 dice in round 2 just to equalize. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. But you took out a lot of units. You took out the Grave Knight, Raptor Herder, Lightbringer, and Herder.
Yeah.
And Raptor. So
one thing I was really worried about against your deck, and maybe this is just me inexperienced, but if you went first and just throwing down the Grave Knight against my deck, it could have got 4 damage in right there, but then it wouldn't have killed a unit. So I don't know the math.
I was considering that because I hadn't looked at your deck. I didn't know if you had Anchor Knots or Gilder, so I was like, should I just play it right away and like threaten that 4 damage? See if you have any answer for that.
Yeah.
That might have been
I didn't want to say it before the game, but like that's one area where I think going first can be an advantage if you have some combo that you know you can get off damage in their face if you're going to burn deck or something.
Yeah.
Or I heard about people playing Owls going first for the same reason, to guarantee the discard if you can.
Yeah, I think those are like the 2 good plays for like if you go first. If you have like a big round, like turn 1 unit you can play if they don't have an answer, you just like swing with that. So Grave Knight's good for that for an early 4. And then Owl just pressure that immediately. I'm just always worried about like the top of round 2 swing.
Yeah.
So I'm like, don't want that to happen.
True. Yeah, when I first started playing Ashes 1.5, I died a lot to the top of round 2 swing. Now I'm wrapping my head around it a bit more. But
yeah, it seems like games are going longer. People are figuring out how to like survive those now, so it's not as bad.
Yeah. All right. I think I'm gonna head out.
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks for the game, and again, good luck in top 8 cut if you do make it.
Thanks. Yeah, that was a really fun game. Have a good rest of the day.
Thank you. You as well. Bye.
Bye.
All right, that's it, folks. We didn't quite make it there, but definitely felt like I had a fighting chance in that game. Although I don't know if I made any mistakes. I did block the Ceratosaurus with the elephant once. That was 3 damage. It seemed like the best play at the time because of how much pressure it was putting on the board. But in hindsight, I think it might have been worth it to just take the 3 damage, attack with the elephant, because then I would have been able to unexhaust the elephant with my second Summon Majestic Titan book. The other thing is I played the Summon Majestic Titan book thinking I would unexhaust it and attack with it, but I ran out of dice to do that. Yeah. Also, I didn't play Blue Jaguar at all that game. I think my first 2 games I managed to play some Blue Jaguars, but not for their ability, just to be a really expensive blocker. So I like the deck. I like the deck concept, but I think it definitely needs some changes if I want to be competitive with it. Because I think the games that I won, I got pretty lucky as well. Probably need at least 1 more illusion dice. The Shadow Strikes, I think maybe I've just got bad matchups where the Shadow Strike isn't useful, but at least at this stage in the meta, there's a lot of Raptor Herders, a decent amount of Ceratosaurus. Yeah, even the Frostback Bears, which it could be nice against, if they're run with the Raptor Herders, then this card is not too useful in current meta, I think. Or at least maybe it just doesn't fit with my deck. Like, the whole idea with it was to kill off the bigger units so I could swing in with my elephant. Maybe with an Aerodel Water Blast and a Blue Jaguar or something. But my deck, it's not dice efficient or board efficient enough to sort of pressure aggressively, so it just ends up being like a race where if I want to counterattack, race them, then I can try that. But I mean, maybe I play to that game plan more if I play with this deck in the future. But it just seems like I'm losing pretty bad to just really damaging units like the Raptor Herder swinging in. So yeah, I think I'm going to take a break from this deck for a while and try a new deck. Anyway, it was a lot of fun to play in the Shuffle Bus tournament. I kind of squeaked in after the wire, so that was really, really cool, and I'm really happy that they let me play in the tournament, even though I was a bit late on submitting my deck and everything. And yeah, it's been really, really fun to try this open deck list, like 1 deck format. I think it does make the first 5s a bit less rock, paper, scissors explosive. A bit less chances of blowouts with that happening because you can sort of plan your first 5 accordingly, and I mean, there's still a lot of uncertainty on what cards they'll draw around 2 and even what they'll select in their first 5, but it narrows down the options so you feel like you have a bit more control, which I think is really fun. I think the Bring a Secret deck is a lot of fun as well for different reasons. But yeah, like I only played the Bring a Secret deck format before. I haven't played this sort of open deck list format before, so it was really cool to get the opportunity to see both sides of the coin in that regard. And yeah, I think I'm gonna have some fun in the next week or two, coming up with some new decks to play in. Maybe I think first 5 Fridays is a good opportunity to test those out next week. So yeah, I'll catch everybody later. Bye.